So I moderated the third panel today. We had Carol Musk from Microsoft, Claire Kelly from Google, and Hannah Danmel from Carlsberg, competition lawyers in those three companies, and Raphael de Koninck from CRA International, one of the leading competition economists in Brussels. And the theme of our discussion really was around compliance challenges created by changes in approaches, the expanding scope of competition law, some of the issues around how do you evaluate innovation, which has become such an important theme in the substantive evaluation of mergers, but how from an economic or a practical point of view do you actually quantify innovation challenges? The mismatch that is perceived between the rather more expansionist and innovative approach to theories of harm in assessing digital mergers and the sort of lag in thinking around remedies, particularly behavioural remedies, and indeed an apparent conflict between some of the thinking around the regulation of digital companies in a regulatory context and the rather more sort of traditionalist rejection of behavioural remedies in the context of mergers in the digital context. There was also a discussion around the compliance challenges created by the expanding notion of what are parameters of competition that need to be regulated by competition rules, say in the context of sustainability or employment relationships or hub and spoke. How do you actually capture in your compliance programs some of these expanding notions of what is competition law and the threats that they can generate for companies? And then thirdly, there was a very interesting discussion around the impact of the DMA in creating, in a really revolutionary way, regulatory roles for the Commission of the major digital companies who will now be subject as regulated companies to a vast range of obligations, incredibly demanding, in a very short timescale, based on some rather abstract notions around fairness and contestability, and with some very serious risks if you get it wrong. So really an enormous set of new obligations for the companies subject to those new obligations. So all very interesting.